Good morning, everyone. We'll call the meeting of the Legislative and Government Affairs Committee of August 11th to order. To the visual roll that we do have a quorum and we have a physical quorum as well, so we will not have to do rolls. However, I think we will into this. Moving on to approval of the minutes, I'll entertain a motion to approve the Legislative and Government Affairs Committee meeting minutes of March 10th, 2020. The motion and a second. Any additions, corrections, or deletions? Hearing none, seeing none, all is in favor? Aye. Opposed, the minutes are approved. Do we have any public comment?
No, sir.
There's nothing under public comment. Chairman's remarks. I will briefly say this is my last meeting as chair. I've enjoyed this. I'm not really happy about leaving, but I really do enjoy being here, and I want to thank Cheryl, all of the staff, all of our lobbyists, all the committee members. I think we've done great work over the last couple of years, and we've done it in an agreeable manner, and we've gotten a significant amount of work done both in Springfield and in Washington. So thank you to everyone, particularly Cheryl. Moving on to procurement requisitions, I'll entertain a motion to approve LEGP 216-20. So move the recommendation to approve the contract to BGR Government Affairs to provide lobbyists and representation before the United States Congress and federal executive branch. There's a motion, a second. Any discussion? Questions? Comments? There being none, roll call, please.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Chaplin. Member Covert. Aye. Member Elliott.
Aye.
Member Healy.
Aye.
Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye. And the motion carries. Moving on to item number 2, I'll entertain a motion to approve LAGP 217-20. So move. Recommendation to a contract to Roger Marquardt and Company for lobbyists in Springfield. There's a motion and a second. Any discussion, comments, questions?
Well, quick question. How come this one or the other two are just like off 2 weeks? Is it we just got a contract to them later?
Yeah, we tried to line them up all on one date, but then it just became a problem with the auditor, and we just like to do them all at one time because it's a team instead of doing them 2 weeks and then 2 weeks. So like,
it goes to just August 31st, and then you get them all back on, saying like a 2 week less of a contract.
we could do that. We could. Yeah.
We'll be paying them more though.
You complain when we don't get it on time.
Well,
I
we're paying them
complain when it's
more.
early.
We're paying them more.
Early. It's just we have 3 of them. But
Hey guys, I think
For 2 weeks.
I believe Member Chaplin has joined us.
one we don't have for
Sorry
2
about
weeks,
that.
and the other ones we have. It's just to make them all uniform.
Okay. Any other questions, comments?
What are we on?
We're on number 2.
Oh,
Contract to Roger Marquardt and Company.
thank you. I don't know if you guys discussed this, but can I make a comment?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So, we talked about walking down budgets and everything like this. I looked, our lobbyist fees are the same that they were last year. So is there any way that we can get a 10% reduction on the lobbyist fees? And, is this one our state? Yeah, this is our 2 state lobbyists. I know, the legislature was out most of the year. And is there any way we can get some money back from them? I mean, like car insurance is giving you money back because you're not driving as much as you did. We're not using this.
Yeah.
Is there anything here?
Actually, they worked harder.
They worked harder.
Okay. All right. Let's not. We're not all going to jump in here. First list of Member Chaplin regarding the 10% reductions. Those were for our department heads, and they weren't for contractual employees. We didn't ask necessarily people to reduce their contracts by that much. I think to suggest that because the legislature wasn't in Springfield that they didn't work as hard, it just belies all that went on over the last 4 months, given all of the executive orders that came through Springfield, everything from face masks to Open Meetings Act changes to any number of other things dealing with COVID, as well as our local government distributor fund being preserved, the surcharges, our Medicaid personnel. So I really don't think that the fact that the Springfield wasn't in session that our lobbyists didn't work as hard. They probably worked harder.
Okay, thanks so much for the information. And if we could get like a little, because they always say we don't know what they do. So it's always hard, to justify that when
we have a whole packet that was sent out to the membership that showed what they did. So I hope you received it. If you didn't, we will make sure you get one.
Okay. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Yes, Member Healy.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that based upon what Joe told me from the state association, he was working with our folks constantly. He actually worked harder during this session than he's ever worked before for the state association, even when he was with the municipal league, because it was so difficult to get a hold of people that many times he had to spend twice as much time on the phone trying to get through to everybody and to finally get all that stuff put together. So he thanked us and Cook and the others who have lobbyists for having our lobbyists work together as much as possible, because it made it just a little bit easier in very, very difficult times for them to get things completed.
Great, thank you, Member Healy.
Yes, Member Zay.
I mean, and to go back to BGR too, I mean, they've done more this time with the Treasury, with trying to figure out what, you know, what we're doing with the CARES Act and the conference calls that we've never done before with them. They're still working on stormwater stuff, transportation. I mean, we should probably giving them an increase. I mean, our state, even though the state legislature wasn't in, and Chip was dealing with the executive branch more than ever because of executive orders, because the state wasn't in session, that they did more work. I've probably talked to him more than I have this year than when I think anybody has at this point, because
that's 2 or 3 years combined.
So, I mean, I think they do a good job. And again, I know we're talking about budget, but this is well worth it. And we're lucky we're not increasing.
Okay, great, thank you. And I agree with BGR too. That was the phone calls were really helpful. So I'm probably going to be voting for them all this year.
Well, that's good to hear. Cheryl has something to add. Go ahead, Cheryl.
You have a mic you want to drop at this point?
Yeah, Member Chaplin, I just want to let you know too that Chip and Mark Poulos and Dave Sullivan have very good relationships with the governor's office. And as Member Zay was saying, there's over 45 executive orders from Alma on down, and they really helped, I know, Joan and the health department stand up our testing site. So we have been working with the governor's office a lot. I will say our team also got a number of capital projects. Now, we haven't had them officially released, and that's what you need lobbyists to do, because they always have too many capital projects over the 6-year program, and then you have to work to get them released. So Chip was able to get a $5 million project for the health department to remodel the youth home as a substance abuse emergency center. We have $25 million for the Green Valley Woodridge treatment plant we're trying to shake loose. That's a big project. Senator Curran got $600,000 in stormwater projects. So we need their continued help to work with the governor's office to try and release those programs. But I'm expecting 2021, to your point, they weren't in session as long as they normally were this year. So the backlog of bills for next year, I think we're going to have one of the busiest years because of a lot of new members of the General Assembly. And I know the Madam Clerk actually reached out to me last week because per your discussion in finance, the April 4th consolidated election, right now, they're still requiring us to man 250 polling places and probably do mail-in ballots. And it's just a lot. And we've got to get some type of election reform bill done. Hopefully we'd have to during the veto session to try and get those number of polling places reduced, because we're all not going to be vaccinated by April 4th. We're going to have a lot of those same issues, and this election bill expires January 1. So I think I already have 10 or 12 bills for next session pending, because it will be a lot of pent up demand, to your point.
Okay, I think we've, any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, roll call please.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Covert. Aye. Member Elliott.
Aye.
Member Healy.
Aye.
Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
And the motion carries. Last item, I want to pay a motion to approve LEGP 21820, recommendation of Rauchi and Sullivan, provides services before the Illinois General Assembly. There's a motion and a second. Any discussion, comments, questions? Roll call please.
Member Tornatori.
Aye.
Member Chaplin.
Aye.
Member Covert. Aye. Member Elliott.
Aye.
Member Healy.
Aye.
Member Krajewski.
Aye.
Member Zay.
Aye.
And the motion carries. Any old business? Any new business? Thank you all. Without objection, we're adjourned.